Hello, everybody. Okay, welcome back to part two of my rare Paul McCartney in concert pictures, folks. Now, in part one, you saw some that my friend and I actually took when we saw Paul on the Paul McCartney World Tour 89-90, and when we saw him at the Worcester Centrum and at the Foxborough Stadium in July that year, near the end of the tour. And then you saw some pictures from Exhibition Stadium in Toronto and from Giant Stadium in New Jersey, New York City, from the summer of 1993 on the New World Tour. Well, now I've got some pictures here, folks, and if anyone knows this person, please reach out, let them know that, I'm still hoping they're out there okay, doing well. But back when I was there was no internet in the early 90s when all these Paul McCartney world tours were going on and stuff. And so there were a lot of people that connected via the Beatles through going to the Fest for Beatle fans and other Beatles conventions. And there were clubs, like we had Club Beatles of New England I was part of for a while. And then there was the Mega McCartney Maniacs group, or were they called the Middle-Aged McCartney Maniacs or something? And all these people networked. They were from the Jersey area, New York, New England, Southern New England, all over the place. Some of them came from even out of the Northeast. And it was like a network of Beatles fans and Paul McCartney fans that just kept in touch, shared things, shared pictures and ideas. And one of the people involved, and I think I met her once or twice, her name was Cindy Weldon. I have no idea whatever happened to Cindy Weldon because since, the Paul McCartney it's been 30 years. But she was part of, I think, the Mega McCartney Maniacs. She might have had connections with Club Beatles of New England, and people knew each other. And I think I met her once or twice briefly. Seemed like a very nice person. And she was always willing to share what she had. And Cindy Weldon took some great pictures of Paul McCartney on the New World Tour in 1993. And so I want to show you those right now, what I have, because I was able to get copies through the Club Beatles or through the Mega McCartney Maniacs or whatever, Middle-Aged McCartney Maniacs, whatever they were called. And people shared and made copies, and Cindy was kind enough to give photos out to us in Club Beatles of New England, and I was able to get a set. So I thought I'd show them to you right now. So enjoy these pictures of Paul McCartney. These are great pictures, the best that I have of him on the New World Tour. Take a gander. Bye-bye. Okay, folks, welcome to part two and the photographs of Cindy Weldon. Again, I hope Cindy's out there okay. I hope she's still into the Beatles and McCartney. But these are some great pictures that she took and that were shared with me, and so I want to show you. So here's a great one of Linda with her Go Veggie flag, which she used to display very prominently at many other shows on that New World Tour. There you go. Great picture of Blair and Linda. Nice picture of Linda and Paul. I'm keeping these in the album because some of them are stuck in there pretty good and proper, and I don't want to risk damaging them. Again, very nice of Cindy. She would make copies of her pictures. Sometimes we'd make a donation to her to help, with all the expense of copying these photos. But she was so kind to do this. I didn't know her that well. Again, sorry, folks. I'll try to turn it if I can. But the glare, and I really don't want to try to take these all out, but at least you'll get to see them anyway. There you go. Paul McCartney on his New World Tour, 1993. Some of these photos come from shows that I was actually at on that tour. Some could be from shows that Cindy went to that perhaps I didn't have the chance to attend. And doing the best I can, folks. But to take these all out would be really tough for me. But you get to see them anyway. Some vertical, some horizontal. What are you going to do? But some nice shots of Paul. Again, want to give credit where credit is due. Cindy Weldon took these pictures. She was I believe, a Mega McCartney Maniac. And and she was friends with many people out of Club Beatles of New England at the time. And I've lost touch with all those people over the years. You got to say, it was so exciting during this period, folks, from 89 to 93, when Paul had not toured since the 76 tour, Wings Over America, Wings Over the World, and here he was back at the Paul McCartney World Tour, 89-90, and then only 3 years later, he's back on the New World Tour and rocking out again, and he just put on some of the greatest live performances I've ever seen in my lifetime for these two tours. He sounded great, he was playing great, sang great, unbelievable. If you've never checked out any videos from this period of these tours, I encourage you, get some audio recordings of Paul on the New World Tour, on the Paul McCartney World Tour. Look at that great shot there, looking almost right at the camera. Never before seen, folks. I mean, unless someone else has shown these somewhere. I don't think Cindy made too many copies for people. She might have. I don't know. I just know I was fortunate enough to get these. There's a great little, how's that? We're going to end shortly because I'm getting near the end, but that's a good one there. I was just taking off it. Now we're beyond the Cindy Weldon photos. Here's just a couple of extras that I happen to have in the book here, and I don't know where these came from, but I have a few more I can show you. These are not Cindy's, I do not believe. So I want to give credit to Cindy Weldon for that first series of photos, and then show you a few more bonus ones here that I don't know who took these, and then they gave me a copy. Someone I knew in the Beatle network, I'm sure. The Beatle connection back then. Paul sitting or behind the drums. You know, there was just a network of people that just helped each other out. Hey, you want a copy of my photos? You know, you want to... And you can freeze these, folks, if you want to gaze more at Paul and what he's doing in each one. But I'm just trying to get through it for you and show you some rare McCartney pictures on tour that you may not have seen. Doing my best here. What are you gonna do? Back of Paul there. A couple more vertical ones. This is just a random one of Ringo taken by an audience member. Someone I knew somewhere gave me these. And so we've got a couple of bonus George and Ringo ones here. Here's George at his final full concert in London. Remember that show he did? Again, Ringo. Here's a nice one of George. So you're getting some bonus here. I don't know who took these. Don't know how I got them, but you're getting a couple of rare, random shots of Beatles from that period of the early 90s. Nice one of George there. Shame George didn't tour more, you know, do more shows. I think that's it. That's it, folks. So, hey, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll leave you, as we gaze at Paul, I'll leave you and say thanks for being here. And hope you enjoyed these videos. Bye-bye. See you soon.